Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing.
I call to order the Coatesville Area School Board meeting scheduled for November 25th, 2025. It's roll call. Has changed positions. Okay, Madam Secretary, please call for the roll.
Lear Nyako,
Here.
Steve Wilson,
Here.
Elgin Bailey,
Here.
Beth Brindle,
Here.
Holly Shiraz,
Here.
Shauna Maxwell,
Excused.
Liz Muirhead,
Here.
Donna Rowland,
Here.
Robin Seagreaves,
Also excused.
Davis May,
Here.
Julia Trexler.
Here.
Thank you.
Next is the mission statement. The mission of the Coatesville Area School District, rich in diversity and committed to excellence, is to create innovative educational experiences which are funded by the taxpayers, supported by the community, delivered by dedicated teachers and administrators to ensure all students will become responsible, contributing global citizens. At this moment, I ask everyone to take to stand for a moment of silence and a salute to the flag. To my colleagues, are there any additions, deletions, or modifications to this evening's agenda? All right, seeing none, we can move to public comment. The board has requested all persons making comments on agenda item, please list their name, address, telephone number, and motion item on the sheet provided. There is a 3-minute time per person. The board does not take action or discuss items not appearing on the agenda. The board values public comment and wishes to convey that although the board members cannot discuss items that are not on the agenda, they listen carefully and value input from the public. First up, Ms. Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. For the financial report, the Lincoln Center Academy, I appreciate the extra information. The 30 seats, I think the question would be, which location of the Lincoln Center Academy? I know that there is a campus in Downingtown. I think that's the only campus that is actually approved by PDE. So of those 30 seats, are any of those in Downingtown? How many are any at the Audubon campus? For the HR report, specifically for the assistant principal at the intermediate high school, what is the race of the assistant principal? And are we hiring minorities? Since we are the most diverse district in the county, are we being intentional in hiring minority staff, specifically administrators, in alignment with our diverse student body? Going back to the financial report, let's see here. Under the condensed board summary report, under 6,000, what are pass-through funds? Under 7,000, general fund revenue, state resources, what is that? Under 8,000, restrict grant and aid, what is that? Under 9,000, sale of fixed asset, please identify what that is. Under 9,900, other financial resources, please identify that. Let's see. I think that might be all for right now. Thank you very much.
Ms. Shannon Bailey, can you just reiterate what your question was about the rate for the assistant principal?
Race.
Race. Okay.
Race.
Thank you.
Yes. Specifically, we are the most diverse, as I said, diverse
Okay.
school district, so
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is the special reports, AP Student Achievement Recognition.
I'm going to invite Mr. Changer to the microphone.
All right, good evening, Board of School Directors, Dr. Rabarchik. Thank you for this opportunity to recognize some of our district's highest achieving students. Tonight, we are proud to honor our advanced placement scholars, students whose academic dedication, resilience, and pursuit of excellence have distinguished them on a national level through the College Board's Advanced Placement Program. These awards celebrate students who are not only challenging themselves with rigorous college-level coursework, but also demonstrate exceptional mastery on their AP exams. Thank you to the board and our central administrative team. So the College Board recognizes 3 levels of achievement. Advanced Placement Scholar. The Advanced Placement Scholar is awarded to students who earn an AP exam average score of 3 or higher on at least 3 AP exams. So what I'll do is I'll bring down through each of the categories, and then we'll recognize the students as they fall within those categories. The second category is Advanced Placement Scholar with Honor, awarded to students who achieve an AP exam average of 3.25 or higher on all AP exams taken, and a score of 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. And the third level would be Advanced Placement Scholar with Distinction, awarded to students who earn an AP exam average score of 3.5 or higher on all AP exams taken, a score of 3 or higher on 5 or more exams. These students have demonstrated remarkable commitment, strong academic ability, and the perseverance required to excel in demanding courses. Their achievements reflect not only their personal effort, but also the support of their families, their teachers, and our school community. At this time, it is my honor to introduce and recognize our AP scholars by the previously mentioned categories, and I'll do so alphabetically by category. The following students earned the recognition of Advanced Placement Scholar. Again, we have 22 in total of current students, 9 of which were able to attend this evening. So thank you to those students. I know it's a difficult time of year to make it to a school board meeting on a Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you to the families for being able to get them here. All right, so the following students earned the recognition of Advanced Placement Scholar. Alexander Eugene, Corey Fields. I'll just ask to please hold applause until the end so we can go through it and keep this smooth as possible here. Alexander Eugene, Corey Fields, Anastasia Jackson, Gloria Cassitz, Aubrey Lawrence. Aubrey, you can go ahead up and take your certificate from Dr. Rabarchik and Mrs. Yako, please, and then stay standing. You can stay standing, Aubrey. You can just slide over to the side, and then we'll bring everyone else up. Myra Matakaitis. Xavier Pauly. George Simeone. Annabella Vitelli. Brooke Whiteman. And Olivia Wilkins. Would you like them to stay up there for the whole group picture, possibly? Yeah, good. Okay, so again, that was for the Advanced Placement Scholar. Next category will be the following students earned the recognition of Advanced Placement Scholar with Honor: Victoria Agatone, Samuel Hock, Seneca Meinhardt, Eric Murphy, Sawyer Riley, Kira Schott, and Carly Strickland. And the following students earn the recognition of Advanced Placement Scholar with Distinction: Caleb Campos, Lily Copeland, Elise Kerrigan, and Zoe Moles. In addition to the students that are here this evening, as well as the other members of the class of 2025, there's also 11 members, 2026. There were also 11 members of the class of 2025 who achieved these awards to give a total of last year's AP testing to 33 students. So Coatesville Senior High School and the school district, and I say school district again because we all know it is a team effort through the different programming, the different teachers that contributed to these students' success. Again, so it is through the school district's efforts that make this possible for these students' achievements. So there's 33 students in total from last year's testing session. Again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our tremendous AP teachers who prepared our students, and congratulations once again to these students and their families, and thank you for representing our school and community for your achievements. So now, please, a round of applause for our student, our AP scholars. Good. All right. Dr. Repart.
Thank you for all coming out tonight. I really appreciate you coming out. Students, especially during the Thanksgiving break, we do appreciate you coming out and being able to celebrate you as a part of the academic world. So thank you.
Dr. Rebarczyk, do you mind if students and their families are excused for?
Yes, I was just going to say that. You are, I know, unless you want to listen to board business, you may leave. I literally had it written in there. Boom. All right. Approval of the minutes. That the Board of School Directors approved the minutes for the October 28, 2025 school board meeting, subject to any additions, deletions, or modifications or clarifications. Call for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Liz Muirhead,
Yes.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Holly Charest,
Yes.
Steve Wilson,
Yes.
Lear Nyako,
Yes.
Donna Roland,
Yes.
motion approved.
Mr. Barbetta? Executive session.
Thank you, Madam President. The board met in executive session on November 10th, November 12th, and just prior to this evening's meeting to discuss the following items. Items related to collective bargaining, matters of litigation in the Chester County Court of Common Pleas at the following dockets, 2024-06456-TT, 2025-00413-TT, and 2025-09248-IR, as well as confidential personnel matters and items that are protected by the attorney-client privilege. And that concludes this evening's executive session announcement.
Thank you. Next up are the student representative reports.
This month, the high school had various events and opportunities on and off campus. Towards the start of the month, on Tuesday, November 11th, nearly 100 students were inducted into the National Honor Society. This prestigious recognition celebrates students who demonstrate excellence in 4 key pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Also, a special thank you to guest speaker 1997 alumni Mr. Chris Cabot for returning home to speak at the induction. Chris is the CEO of Equity Sports and currently the NFL agent for the Kansas City Chiefs, among many others.
Moving on, we'd like to say thank you to all of our staff and members who participated in the staff costume contest at our lunches on Friday, October 31st, in an effort to raise funds for the senior prom. Congratulations to our winners, the assistant principals, Mr. Carpenter, Mr. Trianfetti, and Mr. Tassoni, who dressed up as Mr. Kolf, Mrs. Mastro Marino, and Miss McDonald. And a special shout out to second place winners, Mrs. Campaio and Mrs. Pinnock Smith, who dressed up as a terrifying clown duo. Also, congratulations to Miss Connolly Daly, who took the Star Wars approach and came along with the lunches as Princess Leia. And then, on Saturday, November 1st, Coatesville's Air Force Junior ROTC cadets and instructors hosted their 11th annual Baton Death Marching Memorial Hike at Valley Forge National Park. This year, the cadets hosted 5 JROTC units from Pennsylvania and New Jersey, totaling over 125 cadets. This 14-mile hike pays homage to the thousands of Americans and Filipinos who died during the 65-mile march from starvation, dehydration, disease, and torture. To foster a sense of community, participating units and our own cadets were asked to bring canned goods and other packaged foods to the hike that will be donated to the Chester County Food Bank in time for the holidays.
Our AFJRTC is also currently collecting toys for tots this holiday season. Students are encouraged to bring in new or gently used toys, unwrapped, to the drop box located in the main office until December 15th. The goal is to collect 50 toys for children in the Coatesville area. All donations are greatly appreciated.
We'd like to give a special thank you to Southwest Airline Captain David Holton for spending time with our students on Friday afternoon, November 7th, to discuss careers within the field of aviation. Holton met with students and discussed his background and how he became a captain in the airlines, and the different options and considerations for students to take if interested in becoming a pilot.
Moving on November 21st and 22nd, our Cash Paint and Patch Drama Club performed their fall show of Clue. Over the course of 2 evenings, the students showcased their months of hard work in set design, acting, and stage management. The performances were well attended by families, community members, and students, as the cast and crew demonstrated impressive dedication and teamwork as they brought this mystery to life on stage. Stay tuned for their spring production of Mean Girls Jr.
Senior cap and gown orders were collected on November 7th and 14th during lunches. Any other students who haven't completed their orders should do so online as soon as possible, as these orders are past due. This year's winners will receive our Treasured Glass Heart Award for a total of over $100,000 in prizes, including $10,000 for each of the 6 grand prize winners, $5,000 for the teacher and $5,000 for their school, and $1,000 for each of the other winners. In honor of their 25th anniversary, Citadel would also be awarding a $2,500 prize to 3 teachers with 25-plus years of experience. Be sure to tell what makes your favorite teacher stand out by January 15, 2026, and they could be the next. Nominate one of the tremendous CASD teachers at the 2025-2026 Citadel Heart of Learning nomination form survey.
And lastly, in December, we have various performances taking place from our music departments. On December 5th, the orchestra winter concert will take place in the Intermediate High School auditorium at 7 p.m. The following day, December 6th, the Meister Singers and Band will perform in the Coatesville Christmas Parade. On December 7th, the Meister Singers will participate in the Callan Municipal Tree Lighting at 5 p.m., followed by their candlelight concert at the Callan Meeting House on December 9th at 6:30 p.m. The Meister Singers' annual carol service will be held on December 13th at 7 p.m. and again on December 14th at 3:30 p.m. We'll close out the month with the Winter Celebration of Music on December 18th at 7 p.m. featuring all bands, ensembles, the gospel choir, bel canto, and concert choir in the Cash Auditorium. If you can come, that would be amazing, or at least to some of them. Thank you. That's it.
All right, now for the superintendent's report. So we are going to start off this evening with our cash participants in Kids Voting USA. On Election Day, we had a number of students participate this year and understand it was a huge success. The next event we had was as you spoke of, both Julia and Davis, the National Honor Society induction. It was well received. Unfortunately, we didn't get to make it over, but I know Ms. Brindle did as well, and said it was a really nice event. And congratulations to all those students who were inducted that evening. Our next one was our Cash Drama Club Presents Clue. I had the opportunity to bring my three daughters with me on Friday night, and we had a great performance including Davis, as the butler, and we were all trying to figure out who was the murderer with which weapon throughout the show, and they just did a phenomenal job. It was exciting to see our students and just the talents they have, and this was a fun production, and you could tell they had a lot of fun with it as well. And then we have our Thanksgiving basket donations. This is a picture of our central and building administrators. We were happy to deliver 60 baskets of turkeys along with all the fixings to various families throughout our community. We had a great time. Each of us were assigned to deliver to 3 families, and just opportunity to connect with them and interact and wish them a happy Thanksgiving. And then we have a new wall mural at Reeseville. I said that Dr. Cole got a little jealous of the high school campus getting all these wraps, and she put another wrap on her wall. It looks absolutely fabulous. The kids love it. So they have their reminder to be respectful, be responsible, be ready each day as they come into the school. So they have done a wonderful job of getting that school really themed up with the Raptors as their mascot. And the construction update. Dr. Ryder and I had an opportunity to take a ride over to Doe Run Elementary just last week and really see the progress coming along, where a lot of the building is under roof already. As you can see, they're doing a lot of framing and just the architectural design. You can tell it's going to be a really neat school, and one that the students are going to love to attend each and every day. So we're excited as the progress continues. And the goal is by the end of December, I believe, to have the entire building enclosed. That way they can really start working on that inside and be ready for our August opening. So stay tuned for all the excitement that's coming down the path of the opening of Doe Run, but also some activities that we'll be holding at both Callan and East Fallowfield to celebrate just, the alumni and just the walk of legacy that has been with those 2 schools. On a last separate note of my report, I just want to bring to attention one of my goals this year, and it's really, I say my goal, but it's really our entire district's goal because we're working together as a team, is to choose Coatesville and bring back a lot of our charter school students. A lot of you know that it's a large chunk of our budget that the tuition for charter schools takes up almost, correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Diefendorfer, it's 76 million?
A little less than that, but
Little
close
less
enough.
than 76 million, so we'll go 74.
Yeah.
$74 million of our entire budget goes to the charter schools. And one of the things we've done so far is we put out a campaign to send a letter to every charter school family to show them what we have in our district and what we're moving towards, and really wanting our students to come back to us. And I am happy to announce that with that campaign and just over the last 3 months, since the first day of school, we have welcomed back a total of 64 students and changed back to the district, which is saving the district in tuition towards the charter schools of almost $500,000. So that's $500,000 back in our students' pocket. So just wanted to highlight that. And then our information, important dates, we have December 9th. We changed our date of our reorganization meeting. It is advertised now as December 9th because of the certification of elections in Chester County, not happening until the 5th of December at this point. So December 9th at 6 o'clock, we will have our reorganization meeting here in the Learning Center. And then on that same date, following the reorganization meeting, we will hold a regular school board meeting. I just want to end with one last piece of information to put out there. Part of our opening of Doe Run Elementary and the closure of Callan and East Fallowfield was doing some minor redistricting, not major, just some little bit of revisions to some of the areas on the map to ensure we have equity at each of our 4 elementary schools in regards to numbers, race, socioeconomic. So we will be putting out a PowerPoint that will be coming out through ThrillShare, through our communication system, as well as it'll be on the website for you to review. And that approval will be going on that December 9th board meeting to move forward, because the next step is getting our teachers reassigned into the appropriate buildings for next year. So we're moving quickly on this, and we want to have everything in place by no later than early spring, and get a letter out to every parent to assure that they have the right school that their children will be attending. So this will be coming out shortly, and we ask you to look for that information. With that, I just wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for attending tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Barczyk. All right, motion items for approval, adoption of consent agenda. Committee meeting action items considered routine will be enacted under one motion unless removed from separate action upon board request. The purpose of the consolidated motion is to expedite governing board action on all consent items, which are not held for discussion. Items that have been held for discussion by the governing board will be enacted upon at the time the item is discussed. I would like to pull from finance letters A and G. And I don't have anything else, so to my colleagues, are there any other items that you'd like to remove from consent agenda this evening? Okie dokie. All right, with the items now removed from consent agenda for all individual vote, I call for a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Lear Nyako.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right.
The remaining items are on the Finance Committee, so starting with letter A, recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the financial statements, bills, payables list as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. I'm just wondering if we can use this opportunity before we approve this to share an update on the state budget. Whichever.
I don't have the information.
We don't have to give every line item, but just since we've been talking about it at this point in the meetings, it would be good to
Sure.
give an update.
We were obviously excited to have a state budget.
Yes.
That was approved, and with it, I'm going to refer to Lori too, because I'm going to not remember off the top of my head. But there was a general over increase in the state budget, and one that positively impacted our district as well, where we were receiving, I want to say 6.3 million, was approximately, an increase of about 6.3 million.
Yes.
It's 6.3, including, I think,
some of that is an actual increase, some is projected savings because of
Savings as well.
cyber
The cyber
charter
charter.
funding
So there's a
reform.
combination of cyber charter and the reform that they did with some of that savings, as well as the increase to the basic education and the special education funds. I will say we are excited about the education funds, but unfortunately a little bit disappointed in the special education funds. It wasn't the increase everyone was hoping for, and knowing that the cost of special ed is going up drastically. One of the areas they did increase significantly was the early intervention, which was nice to see, because early interventions, as Mrs. George will contest to, that every year our early intervention numbers are increasing. So we're hoping with that increased funding that we'll really be able to support the students through their preschool years before they come to school age, and really help get them better prepared in regards to entering our doors and just giving the supports that they need to be successful in our buildings. But I would say overall, we were definitely excited to see the increase and the positive impact it could have on our overall basic education. Anything to add?
No, you got it. Thank you.
I just wanted to point that out because the income report for this month won't show any revenue from the state, but it's been a continued area of focus. I also want to point out that the amount of the increase or the savings that we received is pretty similar to the amount that we had actually planned to take from reserves to avoid doing a bigger tax increase last year. So this isn't actually saving us money that we did in a tax increase, but it is helping to avoid depleting our reserves the way that we had planned to do in order to avoid a larger tax increase. So just wanted to give that context. Any other comments or questions about these items? Okay, Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Holly Charess? Yes. Donna Rowland?
Yes.
Elgin Bailey?
Yes.
Liz Muirhead?
Yes.
Steve Wilson?
Yes.
Leon Yako?
Yes.
Beth Brindle?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay. And letter G, the Human Resources Report, recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the resignations, appointments, new positions, leaves of absence, transfers, changes of status, and corrections as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Any questions or comments on this item? Okay. Seeing none, I'll call for the vote.
Elgin Bailey?
Yes.
Steve Wilson?
Yes.
Liz Muirhead?
Yes.
Donna Rowland?
Yes.
Holly Charess?
Yes.
Beth Brindle?
Yes.
Leon Yako?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Great. All right, that leads us to public comment. The board has requested that all persons making comment on public concern list their name, address, telephone number, and topic on the sheet provided. There is a 3-minute time per person. All right, Mr. Brandon Jacks.
Good evening. My name is Brandon Jackson. I received a resignation letter that I did not submit for being the 9th grade boys basketball coach. So I just wanted the answers to that because I did not officially resign.
You didn't resign,
No.
but you received a resignation letter?
Yes.
How does that work?
So
Okay, we're not, somebody will talk to you
well,
after this.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that. And
all
then
right, thank you.
I had another thing. Though.
Oh, okay.
So I also represent an organization based out of Coatesville here at the just league-wise and things like that. And you know, we've been having difficulty renting the gyms and getting gym access. You know, because we're following proper protocol every season, but for some reason we're not getting the answers to provide this service to our community. So, you know, we kind of need more answers on that because it's just at a standstill now. Like every season we get this kickback, I call it, and it's just unfortunate that we can't provide that to the kids of our community that they look forward to each and every season. So, you know, if we can get some type of answers to things like that, because I know what will benefit our kids and things like that, and just keep them out of trouble and things like that. So, you know, I appreciate it. That's all.
Can I ask how long you've been renting the gym usually each year? How?
We usually run a winter session inside, and then we usually run our summer session outside of Ash Park.
Okay.
So we usually only run either a spring or a winter session indoors that we would need.
How many years have you been doing that here?
5 or 6 years.
Okay.
That we've been doing it. Yeah.
All right. We'll have somebody come talk to you after the board meeting too.
Sounds good.
About
All right,
that.
thank you.
All right. Thank you. Next up is Miss Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. So Brandon, where's Brandon? Can you stand up? So unfortunately, Brandon is now coaching at one of our charter schools, and Brandon pours into a lot of our children that need the support, a lot of marginalized children that are not supported by their own families. Brandon, you've been coaching in the community for how long? Long time?
Over 20 years.
And you graduated from Coatesville when? He is a rock star. And unfortunately, he is no longer given the opportunity to support our children in the way that he has typically done. His unfair termination is a tragedy from this school district, and I personally, as one who support marginalized families and the school district as a whole in terms of advocating for marginalized families, am devastated with what has happened to him. So thank you for your service, and it's just devastating what has happened. So thanks for showing up. So the Lincoln Center Academy, I did notice 2 climate coaches' names here in the description of purchase, and I just don't understand. You know, maybe I've eaten too many M&Ms. I just don't understand the 30 seats as a description of purchase and the 2 climate coaches. So are the 2 climate coaches paying for the 30 seats? I don't understand. I don't understand. So if I can get some clarity on that. And it's really great to hear about the $6.3 million increase. Does that mean that we're not going to have any taxes to be increased in 2026? What's the plan with all of that money? Because that's a whole lot of money. And I'm very pleased that we have the money, but what's the plan? I heard the special education funding was not as high as you anticipated, but I understand early intervention was. The policy on the retention, promotion, and acceleration, thank you for this, for the revision here. Like a lot of our policies, they simply are just not followed. This one says that parents would be notified well in advance. It would be nice to identify what well in advance means. And then finally, Madam President, I appreciated your exchange with Brandon. I note that I don't get that type of treatment. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up is informational items. You can see that there's a lot of ARs in there, and you guys can take a look. We also are, oh, there's just new business? We're adding new business, just to recognize Mr. Elgin Bailey. This is his last time here. It's a bummer, and I'll spare you what I texted him. But I think we're going to really, he has been such a rock on this team, even though I didn't vote for him. I think he forgave me by now, and it was the best thing ever that he came on this board, and he has really opened our eyes to a lot of things, has allowed us to see different things, different perspectives, and he's just brought such a different dynamic to this board, which I think we desperately needed. So I, for one, am going to miss you, and I hope this is not the last time you're here, but you are so appreciated, and you are going to be missed.
I second that. You've brought great perspective. I did vote for you, by the way. Just if we're keeping score. But you've brought great perspective, not, just from your own lived experience, but also as an educator, and an educator of at-risk kids. And I also appreciate the way that you push back on the perspective that I have from my lived experience. So I'm going to miss that. Feel free to text me.
I'll just echo a thank you for bringing your full self and giving your all to this. I don't think you held back in your opinions. I did vote for you. I appreciate that you came as your authentic self and didn't hold back your perspective and opinions in all of our conversations, both public and executive session. And I'm hoping this is like a lunch break for you and that somehow you'll be brought back. But thank you so much for your service. It's been an honor and pretty amazing just to sit next to you up here.
Elgin, I just want to thank you for serving on the board for the last 2 years, and especially through my transition and, all the conversations that we had the opportunity to just talk about in general, about the community, about education in itself, and I always appreciated your perspective. So thank you and appreciate it.
Anybody else? All right. All right. Did you want to say anything, Elgin? I didn't think so. Fascinating. All right. All right. Well, this brings us to adjournment. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
I need a second. Yep, this meeting is adjourned. Your last second. What?
Yes.
Peace out, friend.
You're not used to being done.
I know, right?
I'm going to meet with the Boy Scouts. So,
Okay. What about that guy?
yeah, that's not good. He resigned.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
They're-
why are the Boy Scouts here?
Because they were doing it for their badge.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm actually going to meet with them now.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
And in regards to the gym space,
Yeah?
I called him twice and left messages.
Okay.
The dates he gave were in conflict.
Okay.
So can we look at other dates, and never heard anything.
Okay, all right.
I mean, that's why I said don't rush. Just don't rush.
I won't rush to judgment.